It is done for their own good. For example, to preserve their health or to protect um, their ability to have children in the future or something like that. Well, and this positive discrimination is needed for our own good.
Okay. Another thing that I forgot to mention, another way to open up opportunities for women, say you're talking about women concentrating on a family instead of a career necessarily. There was this universal daycare. There's ideas that companies or the government can provide daycare services, and then they've started to do things like that. I think some European countries do that now, where you can have daycare, so you can work during the day and have your kids at night, but you're not necessarily confined to your house. And then there's maternity leave and things like that. So these kind of fit into what you were saying earlier. But positive discrimination, yeah, that's interesting. I didn't really think about that.
I have examples of discrimination of men in Ukraine. For example, the age to pension for women 60 years, for men 65 years, and 1 year of life we have to посвящать, devote to army service free of charge. I think it's not fair.
We devoted all our life for you, for children. Sometimes it's obvious.
Yes, but nobody forbid nobody forbid you to choose your social role, what you like. You decided this social place.
Yes, but we also want to work, we also want to have some career, we also want to have some education, but we also need to have children, we want to have some family, we want to have some we want to be happy and in this sphere. That's why we made to compare these two distinct work and family.
Don't you say that you want too much? You want to be happy, you want to have children, you want to work, you want to go to the
all our life is our wanted.
You know, sometimes I just think that, for example, women are too obsessed to take the whole role. Sometimes they're even more masculine, how to say, more handsome. They just took the such place like the man should take. For example, I have some family, and there's a woman, and she just always care about her husband. She just pays the bill. She do everything by herself, by the house. She went for the kids, and the man just away from the family. He don't know what to. Sorry, he just have no work, maybe have no right. So. Sorry for my English today, but the main idea is that women now trying to take the leading part in everything. And now they become more like a man, and they just say, we are women, we need to have some attention from the man's position. But what do you want if you take everything from us?
We haven't so strong to something. We can't leave you, men. I mean, all your leading roles.
But you try to do.
We try if we haven't strong men with us. With us.
Why you don't look for it?
It's not a question for me. For me,
I understood, but still.
Because our man is very interesting today, and
You have some additional contributions.
Yes, we have a.
Okay, I have a comment. Well, as you said, women, they don't deprive men of any of their functions or roles in the society. It's just they are fighting for their right to choose. And it doesn't necessarily mean that if women have right to be, for example, a president or something like that, it doesn't mean that she will do this. She will have a choice to do this or not. And the function of government here is to provide this choice to everybody, including women. And that's why I want to say that. And another thing is that women taking leading roles in society. What do you mean by leading roles? If you mean
Not in the society, in the family.
in the family,
It's like the root from the street. Yeah, why not? A lot of families where women just decided to take everything. And then they just say, well, my husband doesn't work, he just lay on the bed and look football and drink beer. Nothing else to do.
well, you mean that
But
maybe
why
it's
did
worse.
I just don't understand. If women just there were a lot of not accidents. Sometimes there are a lot happens that women just look in the wrong place for a man, and afterwards when they find the man who really not for them, they just I don't know, maybe by youth, maybe by something else, they don't think to choose the right man. Okay.
I mean, is it necessarily? I mean, there are a lot of stay-at-home dads now. Is that necessarily a bad thing? I mean, you seem like you're almost challenged by the fact that women are taking masculine roles.
Well, now I have a question here.
What?
What difference did it make that you had Yulia Tymoshenko? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did that make a difference for young people to be thinking about their role in society?
She's a good example for everyone, for every girl that woman and every girl have some traits in her character to want some place in the sun.
Well, see, that's what we talked about, that glass ceiling going up, 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 up. Now, right now in America, they say you can look to see the presidency, but you just can't get through that glass ceiling. You can see it, but you're not part of it.
And another, talking about glass ceiling, are you familiar with the Fortune 500 companies? It's the 500 richest companies in America, called the Fortune 500 companies. That you can follow the stocks on them and stuff like this. Out of the Fortune 500 companies, anybody want to take a guess how many women run their CEOs, chief executive officers of the Fortune 500 companies? Think 100? Think 50? What do you think? 0?
I think about 5. No.
About 5? Anybody else got any thoughts?
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10? Put them together. 15. 15 out of. That means there's that glass ceiling where you can get up to middle management, but the top spot, some, but 15 versus 485 is not equal by any means right there.
One of the advantages, if Hillary Clinton had made it to the top like Yulia Tymoshenko did, then the girls could see. Now, I will tell you, I would not have voted for Hillary Clinton, but that's because of her politics more so than the fact that she was a woman.
As for me, I voted for Yulia Tymoshenko. I think there wasn't any problem with sex of Tymoshenko or Yanukovych, because no, I think there was no problem in our society.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a problem.
You're a step ahead.
Yes, we have many women in politics, and Yulia Tymoshenko is the most successful of them.
Mhm.